Hello YouTube. Today I thought I would talk to you a little bit about this GameCube here that I did. It's a Bowser's Castle themed GameCube, and it's a little different than the ones I've done before. It's not just a paint job, it's actual brick texture, as you can see. It has LEDs in it, and the camera makes them look kind of washed out, but they're really, really red. Like, they're more red than this. It has a Xeno GC mod chip installed, so it's able to play burned games. Here's the inside. And you can see that the lid opens pretty fast because I removed this little thing. What I did for the brick texture was I used bondo glazing and spot putty that I had left over from my portable GameCube, and it used up like the very last of the tube. It was like perfect timing. It took about, I don't know, 2/3 of a tube to do the whole GameCube. Let's see, this has been swapped out with a red LED, and then I put the ones back in there. So what I did was, this is kind of like a clay almost, where it's really, really wet at the beginning, where it's like toothpaste consistency. So I put some on my fingers and I spread it on the GameCube, and then I took a toothpick and I made the little, let's see if I can focus. I made the little lines, you know, going across to get that brick pattern. And then I had to do it in like small little parts. So for example, on the side, I did this little part, and I guess I think I went from here to like here, and then I did this bottom part, and so it's like 4 parts because you can't do the whole thing because it dries really fast and it gets hard to work with after a couple minutes. So as you can see, before I did that, I dremelled off the little wing thing that was here because I thought that would mess with the brick texture, and I'm glad I did that because it worked out well. I did that on both sides, so it's an actual cube now. No weird, I don't know why they put that on there. Let's see, I used the toothpick to put the little lines in, and I let it dry, and it gets really hard. And I painted it there's 3 colors of gray to give it sort of an aged look. There's this light gray that you see like in all the little lines. Then there's sort of a I don't know, like a yellowy gray, like right here, and then there's this dark gray like right there. So 3 different colors of gray. And what I did was I spray painted it the light gray, and then I used a paper towel and I dipped it in the spray paint of the other colors and I wiped it on. So I did light gray, and then I did this sort of yellowy gray, and then lastly I did the dark gray. And I think it came out really well. It's my favorite that I've done besides the portable. And I've painted quite a few, but I really like the texture on this. I like that it's not just, you know, it's got a feel to it. So the lid opens really fast because I removed this little thing, which it's just a little gear that goes on this thing inside, and it just provides some torque so that the lid opens a bit slower as opposed to springing open like that. But the problem is that between the torque this provides and the weight of the bondo on here, the lid opened like this. It was really slow and it was really painful to watch. So I opened it back up and took this out, and it opens a lot nicer now. I mean, it opened before, it was just really slow and had a tendency to stick, and I think that the extra force of the spring inside, I think that helps it. So let's see what else. It can play games burned onto mini DVDs like this, although Sony's not the brand I would recommend. I'm not even sure what game this is. I should really write on it. I think it's probably Luigi's Mansion, but now I have to go through all my games to figure out which one it is. I removed the stickers prior to painting because one time I tried just covering them up and I ended up with like little bits of spray paint around the edges of it where it wasn't perfectly taped. So I find it's easier to just remove it and put them somewhere and then put it back later. But in this particular case, I managed to lose this sticker. So I thought, you know, I could put this one off to the side where it goes and have this weird, see how there's kind of like a, focus, there's like an indentation where the sticker is supposed to go. And it would be pretty obvious that it was missing a sticker then, so I thought I'll just put it where the other one's supposed to go. So I know and you guys know, but you know, it's not, you know, immediately obvious that it's missing a sticker, but it is. And if you remove the stickers that way and put them back on, sometimes you'll have to super glue the very edges because they have a tendency to come up. Okay, so for the bottom part, these all come out. I mean, they're normal, but they have the brick on the sides of them too. And the inside underneath this is just the same color gray as this. And there's the stickers. Like I said, I had to put some glue under the edges of this to make it stay down. There's the back of it. And this has some brick texture, and that's pretty much the GameCube. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think I said in a different video, but just real fast, I'll go over it again. To get this, if you're going to paint your GameCube, get the DOL 001 model, because see those two black dots there? Those mean that you can remove this circle, and on the newer models you can't, and it makes it easier to paint if you can remove it. So I removed it, I painted it red, I printed out a sticker using a shipping label in the shape of Bowser's head, and then I cut it out and I stuck it on and I painted it black. Then I removed the sticker before the paint was dry, because if you let the paint dry with the sticker on it, the sticker kind of creates like a ledge right here, and that's not as nice looking. But you have to be really careful about removing it before the paint's dry, because obviously you can scratch the paint. So then I clear coated the whole thing, even the bricks clear coated. It's all good. These two buttons aren't painted because I think it's kind of a bad idea to paint the open button personally, because Nintendo didn't do a super great job on designing that. In my opinion, they have a tendency to stick anyways, and you know, when you paint like the sides of this and stuff, they also have a tendency to stick, although this one's totally dry, so it doesn't stick, but it's just kind of one more thing to worry about. So so these aren't painted. This one is. Everything's got a clear coat. It feels really nice. You can see that I put red, focus, I put red on the inside of the player ports. And I did that by painted this whole thing black, the faceplate black, and then I flipped it over, and from the other side I painted red inside of here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. These were painted separately, obviously. And then after I painted it, then I clear coated it, and then after I clear coated it, then I drilled the little holes for these and put the LEDs behind. So that's my Bowser GameCube. Thanks for watching.